If it swims, he seeks it. If it exists, he will find it. And if it's possible, he'll catch it. Simply Fishing and host Bob Mesacomer are on a quest to expand your fishing horizons on every episode. Brought to you by Yamaha. Reliability starts here. Beckman, North America's trusted name in nets. Klein Nissan, your Nissan dealer with a global perspective. M&G by Lindy, now with the Buckaboo. Pose, makers of the original Giant Jackpot and Awaker. Ranger Boats, still building legends one at a time. Angler's Edge Plus, fishing on the edge of technology. And by Western Filament's Tough Lines, when only the toughest will do.
Smallies have been going to the sky here.
Most likely a pike.
No, oh, big smallie.
Big smallmouth, no jump. Right parallel to the...
Oh man, look at that, would you?
That's a big one.
Big smallmouth. That's what you can. You want me to grab it for you?
I'll get it finally.
You get her?
Pulling power is unbelievable on these warm water ones.
Oh, absolutely.
Jeez. I just never give up. I have no drag, you know. I just back reel on.
Tom, it's only a half-hour show.
Yeah, I know.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to today's show. In the back of the boat with me, Tom Seaward's got his hands full with his first Century Lodge Osborne-based smallmouth, and it's a beauty, folks. Got great skies right now, but they're calling for a cold front on top of us. Take a look at this. Oh, what a gorgeous fish. That's what we came here for. Look at the size of that fish.
I'll try to belly lift. Oh,
well, Randy, Rich, and Kay said there's big smallmouth here.
yeah,
I guess. Oh, look at that.
This is one of the heaviest ones. It's just heavy.
Look at that thing. Gorgeous, huh?
Right here. It's thick this way too.
Good enough.
Beautiful. Barely hooked.
Get her back.
Oh, is that pretty?
Like I said, folks, Kay, Randy, and Rich said giant smallmouth here at Century Lodge, and I guess that's one of them. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more Simply Fishing this week out of Osborne-based Century Lodge and giant smallmouth with Tom Seaward. Yes, good job, big guy.
Got a fish. It's a good
Get
one.
her?
Yeah. Just
Molly?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice one.
Nice fish, too.
Real slow. No hit, no nothing.
I'm sorry?
No hit, no nothing.
Just
real,
ate it, huh?
Just real slow.
Yeah.
It's a big one.
Big fish.
I like silver if I don't lose it here.
Oh, you'd be all right. Man, these fish are just gigantic.
Yeah, I know. They're the... Barely got it.
Yeah, take your time.
Oh man, it's hooked in the nose.
It's okay, take your time. You'll be fine.
What a monster. Barely hooked. No wonder I didn't feel it. Hope I don't lose him. God, this is a big one. Come on, big fish.
Beautiful, beautiful.
It actually was a butt, Bob. Look at that.
Yeah.
I just butted it. That's why I didn't feel anything. But
Either that or hit it in the front and the bait swung around. Might have hit the front of the bait.
yeah, they're just not real excited about it.
If we can get the weather to warm up, I mean, it's really, really cold, so if we get the weather to warm up, these fish might turn on, and we'll get a bunch of those. Beautiful fish.
It's got the belly and everything.
Yep.
Beautiful.
See, now that one's got a torn up tail.
Yeah.
A little bit of a torn up tail.
Split. Boy, they're sure pretty.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Fatso. Boy, they're so thick.
Soft, soft, soft hits. There we go. Oh, big fish. Big smallmouth. Look at this thing. Oh. Yes.
Fat.
That's the second or third one on this tube. I bumped that first one swimming over the rocks, and I threw back in there, and one lightly hit it. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Get up, there you go. That's a nice chunky fish. Look at the belly on that thing. Nice chunky fish. Now to get back in there. They're sitting right on that face, Tom, where that wind's blowing in there. They could be on the face of every one of these rocks in here. Because that one, I swam that tube up over that rock right there, that one came up and hit it. There's one right here. Look at this.
That's
Another horse.
Be careful.
Oh.
Nice chunky.
Folks, this is smallmouth. I don't care where you're fishing on the globe. Smallmouth fishing doesn't get much better than this right here. Oh, awesome. Absolutely. Folks, let me tell you just a little bit about what's going on out here. I'm going to hold the boat into the wind here for Tom as we move forward. You know, you go fishing, or at least you try to go fishing, and you try to set yourself up to fish the way you want to fish. Not necessarily the way the fish want to feed, or the presentation that they like to see. You want to go in there and throw crankbaits, you want to go in there and throw top water, whatever. That's what Tom and I did here. We came to Century with one specific idea in mind, and that was to fish pre-spawn smallmouth that we could throw top waters and crankbaits to. We got in here, folks, the water temperature plummeted 6-7 degrees when we got here. And as you can see, the winds are howling right now. They've been howling since day one. So what we've done is got up on top of the reefs and adjusted. We've taken tubes, we've got crankbaits that are running shallow enough not to make contact with so many of the rocks, but yet swim their way through it, like the timber tiger and the fat fish. And of course the tube I'm throwing around here, I'm swimming through the little cracks in the rocks. But you really have to be prepared to slow down, take a look at the environment around you, and adjust for it. We've got a box that we carry called an Angler's Edge and a Marine Edge. It's by Speed Tech Corporation, and we've been watching that thing trying to focus on when we want to fish. Barometer was at 29.36 this morning when we started. It was on the rise. You can see the sky starting to loosen up for us. That means the barometer is on the rise. And if that happens, and if that takes place, these fish should come up higher and higher in the water column up on top of these warming rocks. Tom caught that first big one on a crankbait, then he lost another one, then he had another one. I just stuck two right here. We're going to work our way around this entire reef and piecemeal it, if you will, and see if we can take some more of these fish. These are genuinely big fish. When you're derricking fish that are 4, 4.5, possibly 5 pound smallmouth, there's nothing wrong with that.
Here's one. It's the same thing. There's no hit. They're just on it.
They're just there. Yep. What do you mean it's... Oh yeah, just a small one.
They're all so chunky, though.
You live in a spoiled world, Tom.
Yeah. We only want big ones.
Only one big ones, huh?
Well, we've only seen one actually truly small one so far.
Yeah.
He's bigger than he looks. It's bigger than it looks.
Oh, those are nice fish.
And their bellies are still puffed out too.
Yep. See where the buoy is right there? It's right there that we're fishing. We're coming up behind that thing. See the crest? You can see the whitewater there. I'll move you up there, Tom. Half of these fish or more are coming on that back side. You're changing rods back there, changing a lot of colors, huh?
Well, changing depth too, so I don't bury in the rocks. I just wondered why there wasn't any on this other side, because we haven't really fished it.
Uh-huh. Oh. It was there too. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it was grass. Maybe I'll buy that. Maybe it was grass. I just picked up on it and that extra weight was there, which is all we've been feeling. You haven't felt any thumps or anything. You just lift your rod tip and they're there. Every now and then you'll see the line tighten up a little bit. If you're paying attention, one might have it and run with it, or be running with it. Oh, come on, girl. Oh, another horse. Oh, look at this, Tom.
Monster.
Oh. Come here, baby.
How thick they are.
Oh, these are absolutely huge smallmouth, folks. Oh. These are giant, giant fish. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're at Century Lodge on Osborne Bay in Eagle Lake, where I have never fished smallmouth in my entire life. I've caught big smallmouth here on my musky baits. We're here with Tom Seward today from Warden's Lures, Poe's Yakima, catching giant smallmouth. Don't go anywhere, we're right back with more smallmouth, Century Lodge. Yes! There we go. No hook set though. No hook set whatsoever. Good fish.
Another nice one.
This is another big, big fish. Ah, look at this horse. Oh,
Another big, thick one.
good grief. Can you get a... Come on out of there.
Want a pliers?
Huh?
Pliers?
Look at how fat that fish is. Holy smokes, Rocky.
That one got a stomach too.
Oh, that's a big, big smallmouth, man.
Beautiful.
Right off the edge of that little rock point right there. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous fish. There we go. Oh, what a horse. Oh.
The camera. Big Fish City right here.
Oh man, look at the size of this thing.
Another monster.
No, don't you do that. Ah. Holy smokes, Rocky.
Another big monster. This place got the biggest smallmouth.
Oh. Do me a favor, Tom. My camera's in the back of the boat right there. It's in the running behind the seat. Grab it if you would. I want to get a picture of this one real quick.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Man, this is a big, big smallmouth here. Told you you'd find some big ones down here in Osborne and Century, didn't I?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on to it right here. There's a button on top. Button on top. Okay.
Oh, not using. Hold on.
Look
Okay.
at this. My tube's in the water, and look at this. A pair of them. Holy smokes, Rocky.
Beautiful.
A pair of them. While we were doing this, literally, I got this big fish in my hands. That's the first big fish. I laid my tube back in the water, and this girl decides, let me get this big one back. I got this one here. Slide her back, and I'll get this one out of the way. Holy smokes, man.
Did it take the tube right at
It
the
took
side
the
of boat?
tube when I set the tube down in the water.
Incredible.
Oh, man almighty.
Can't ask for more than that.
Osborne Bay. There you go, folks, right there. Century Lodge, smallmouth. Yes! That was so awesome. I'm throwing a voodoo tube on there, folks. Tom's been taking them. I got to retie this while I'm talking to you, but Tom's been taking them on the Timber Tiger. This wind is just blowing us around, so all I'm trying to do is keep the beak of the boat into the wind so we can fish this piece of structure that's beneath us here. I tied on a voodoo tube, started going down the edge, and boom, I popped. You saw Tom's 6. That's another 6, and another one probably 4 pounds or a little over 4 pounds right there. I'm going to slide us, Tom. As soon as you get that in, I'm going to slide us that way against
Okay.
the wind, and you
Go
can
ahead.
throw right back up on the reef, okay?
Go ahead.
Folks, we got some nice smallmouth on a very small, isolated rock top reef. There's no vegetation around it. It's very shallow, about 4 feet, 5 feet around it, 2 feet on top, and that's where they were. That is so cool. That jig was just sitting there.
What happened? Would you just lift up on the rod and it was already there?
Yeah, well, I saw my rod. It was just all of a sudden, boom, boom, the rod goes like that, and I got the fish in my hand, so cool, very cool.